Imagine a place where time seems to stand still, where centuries-old villages, mysterious islands, and otherworldly landscapes invite you into a world straight out of a dream. Welcome to Italy. A land where history and beauty intertwine in ways that make you question if you're walking through reality or a vivid painting. From the snow-dusted peaks of the Alps to the sun-soaked shores of the Mediterranean, Italy isn't just a destination, it's an experience. It's where fantasy and reality blur. And today, I'm going to take you on a journey to the most surreal places in Italy. Places that will awaken your sense of wonder and make you feel like you've stepped into a dream. But be warned, once you've seen these places, you may never want to return to the real world. Let's begin with one of the most iconic and colorful wonders of Italy, Cinque Terre. This cluster of 5 picturesque fishing villages is nestled along the rugged Ligurian coast, where the mountains drop dramatically into the crystal-clear waters of the sea. It feels as if these villages were painted onto the cliffs, their pastel-colored houses creating a stunning contrast against the blues and greens of the Mediterranean. Each village, Monterosso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Riomaggiore, has its own unique charm. Walking through the narrow cobblestone streets, you'll feel like you've stepped into a time-warped fairy tale. The air is filled with the scent of fresh sea breeze and lemon trees, and everywhere you turn, there's another breathtaking view to take in. The surreal beauty of Cinque Terre is almost too much to comprehend. And for those seeking adventure, the hiking trails that connect these villages offer some of the most scenic walks in the world. Picture yourself walking on paths that have been used for centuries, with the vast expanse of the Mediterranean stretching out before you. It's a journey not just through nature, but through time. If you've ever dreamt of a place where the mountains meet the water in perfect harmony, Lake Como will turn that dream into reality. This glacial lake, shaped like an inverted Y, is surrounded by steep forested hills, quaint villages, and opulent villas. There's a reason why Lake Como has been the playground of the rich and famous for centuries. It exudes an otherworldly calm and elegance. The surreal beauty of Lake Como isn't just in its natural setting, but also in its man-made masterpieces. The villas that dot the lakeshore are like something out of a period drama, with their grand facades and gardens that seem to float above the water. As you glide across the lake in a wooden boat, with the snow-capped Alps as your backdrop, it's easy to believe that you're in a dream. Each of the towns around Lake Como has its own distinct atmosphere. Bellagio, known as the Pearl of the Lake, is a maze of cobbled streets and staircases. While Verona feels like a peaceful retreat, with its quiet streets and hidden gardens. Lake Como is more than just a lake. It's a serene escape where time seems to slow down, and the beauty of the world is magnified. In the region of Puglia, there exists a town that feels like it was plucked from the pages of a fantasy novel. Alberobello, the land of the Trulli. These whitewashed, cone-roofed houses look like they belong in a fairy tale, but they are very much real. The Trulli of Alberobello are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and wandering through the labyrinth of narrow streets here feels like stepping into a dreamlike world. The design of these houses is both practical and mystical. Built without mortar, the Trulli are constructed using ancient techniques, and their unique shape is said to have spiritual significance, with some even featuring symbols painted on the roofs to ward off evil spirits. The town itself is small but filled with charm, and as you stroll through its alleyways, it's hard not to feel like you're living in a different era, far removed from the hustle and bustle of the modern world. Alberobello's surreal beauty isn't just in its architecture. It's in the simplicity of life here, where centuries-old traditions are still alive and well, and where the pace of life encourages you to slow down, savor the moment, and appreciate the magic of this place. Imagine a landscape so beautiful that it looks like a painting come to life. Welcome to Val d'Orcia, a region in Tuscany that has inspired artists for centuries with its surreal beauty. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is the epitome of the Tuscan countryside. Endless rolling hills, golden wheat fields, and the iconic rows of cypress trees that lead to medieval farmhouses. Driving through Val d'Orcia feels like you've entered a dream. Every turn reveals a new breathtaking vista, with the hills and valleys unfolding like a masterpiece in front of you. This is the Italy of your imagination, timeless, peaceful, and incredibly beautiful. As we journey further north, we enter a realm where nature's grandeur reaches new heights, literally. The Dolomites, part of the Alps in northeastern Italy, are some of the most awe-inspiring mountains in the world. Their surreal beauty has earned them UNESCO World Heritage status, and once you witness the way these jagged peaks pierce the sky, you'll understand why. The Dolomites are like something out of a dreamscape, with their towering limestone formations that shift colors throughout the day, from pale gray to fiery orange during sunset. This is a place where the landscape feels alive, constantly changing, and always breathtaking. For adventure seekers, the Dolomites offer some of the most surreal outdoor experiences. Hiking through its valleys, cycling along mountain passes, or even climbing the vertical rock faces, you'll feel like you're a part of this incredible natural wonder. And in winter, the Dolomites transform into a snowy paradise, where skiers and snowboarders carve their way through powdery slopes against the backdrop of those iconic peaks. Amidst the rugged beauty of the Dolomites, you'll find moments of calm, like the serene alpine lakes. Where the still waters reflect the mountains like a mirror. These moments make you pause, breathe in the crisp mountain air, and marvel at the sheer magnificence of this surreal landscape. From the snow-capped mountains of the north, we journey south to the Mediterranean paradise of Sardinia, an island that feels like a world of its own. Known for its turquoise waters and rugged coastlines, Sardinia is also home to ancient mysteries that make it one of the most surreal places in Italy. Sardinia's landscape isn't just defined by its stunning beaches and coves. But also by its prehistoric Nuraghe, mysterious stone towers that date back over 3,000 years. These structures, built by an ancient civilization, are scattered across the island like something out of a forgotten world. Their exact purpose remains a mystery to this day, adding to the surreal, almost mystical atmosphere of Sardinia. But let's not forget Sardinia's beaches, which are some of the most beautiful in the world. Places like Cala Golorizze and La Pelosa Beach are so pristine, so impossibly blue that they hardly seem real. Whether you're lounging on the soft white sands or diving into the turquoise waters, it's hard not to feel like you've been transported to a tropical dream. As the sun sets over the Mediterranean, Sardinia takes on a golden glow that makes everything feel even more surreal. This is an island where nature and history collide in the most enchanting way possible. In the southern region of Basilicata lies a city that feels like it has been frozen in time, Matera, one of the oldest continuously inhabited places in the world. Its surreal beauty comes from the fact that the city is literally carved into the rock. The stone houses, known as sassi, have been inhabited for thousands of years, and walking through Matera feels like stepping back into the ancient world. Matera's cave dwellings were once homes for thousands of people, but today they have been transformed into boutique hotels, museums, and restaurants, allowing visitors to experience this extraordinary city in a modern context. The contrast between the ancient stone architecture and the modern comforts creates a surreal atmosphere where past and present blur together. At night, Matera becomes even more magical, with the soft glow of lanterns lighting up the stone streets, casting shadows on the ancient walls. It's a place that feels like it was plucked from another era, an ancient dreamscape brought to life. Not far from the famous city of Venice, there's an island that feels like a painter's palette come to life, Burano. Known for its rainbow-colored houses, this small island in the Venetian lagoon is a visual feast that feels almost too perfect to be real. Each house is painted in a different bright color, and walking through the island is like wandering through a surreal dream. The vibrant colors of Burano are not just for show. They were originally painted to help fishermen find their way home in the fog. Today, they create a stunning contrast against the blue waters of the canals, making every corner of the island a photographer's paradise. Burano is also famous for its delicate lace, which has been crafted here for centuries. Watching the skilled hands of local artisans work their magic is a surreal experience in itself, as they weave intricate patterns that have been passed down through generations. As you stroll along the canals, indulge in fresh seafood, and take in the kaleidoscope of colors, it's easy to lose track of time. Burano feels like a dream you don't want to wake up from. An island where everything is brighter, more vibrant, and just a little bit magical. Sicily is a land of contrasts, where ancient history and natural beauty come together in the most surreal ways. In the Valley of the Temples, you'll find some of the best preserved Greek temples outside of Greece, standing proudly amid olive groves and rolling hills. It's a place where you can feel the weight of history and the magic of a long-lost civilization. The Valley of the Temples is a place where the surreal meets the sublime. As the sun sets over the Mediterranean, the temples seem to glow with an ethereal light, casting long shadows that stretch across the landscape. It's a sight that feels almost otherworldly, as if the gods themselves still linger here. But Sicily's surreal beauty isn't limited to its ancient ruins. Just a short drive away stands Mount Etna, one of the world's most active volcanoes. Watching the smoke rise from its crater, or witnessing a lava flow illuminating the night sky, is a humbling and surreal experience that reminds you of the raw power of nature. Exploring Mount Etna is like walking on another planet, with its blackened lava fields, steaming vents, and stark contrasts between the lush green countryside below and the barren volcanic landscape above. It's a place where nature feels both beautiful and dangerous, a truly surreal combination. From the colorful dreamscapes of Cinque Terre to the ancient caves of Matera, from the towering peaks of the Dolomites to the mysterious Nuraghe of Sardinia. Italy is a country where the line between reality and fantasy becomes blurred. Every corner of this magical land has its own story, its own dreamlike beauty that leaves a lasting impression on all who visit. So, are you ready to explore Italy's most surreal places? Pack your bags, open your mind, and get ready to be enchanted by a world where dreams and reality meet.